Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is going to be a look inside video. Haven't done one in a while, so I'm excited to be doing this video. And today we're going to look at this book that I was gifted called Amigurumi Friends, and it is by All from Jade. So she came out with a book and I'm so excited to share this. It says there are 100 plus adorable custom crochet critters, 20 easy patterns to create. So she does provide 20 patterns in this book, but then you can also mix and match, or she teaches you how to, like, how her design process works. It's really a really neat book to have in my library. I'm so thankful for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The first page that I see looks like this, and there's a cute little cow there. That is so cute. That's such a cute cow. Okay, and then she has like her acknowledgements page with these little guys on it. So adorable. Then you have a contents page. Look at the little bear's head sticking out there. That is adorable. It does tell you the page number, and they're broke up into sections. So like her 20 different patterns that she provides in the book is broke up into different sections, like at the zoo, at the farm, Woodland Friends, like that. I really love when books have an index like this and that they're broken into sections, because I think that makes it easier to find things. She also has an introduction page, which I'm not going to read. But as you can see, she did some out of like plush yarn, which makes them a lot bigger. And then some in, I think she uses worsted weight yarn, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see what she uses. Okay, and then she has a getting started. Look at that little unicorn with the crochet hook. She has a materials page. And it says that she created every pattern in worsted weight 100% acrylic yarn, but you can use any yarn in any hook size that you want. And so there is all of her materials that she uses. And if you all don't have one of these little safety eye jigs, those things are a lifesaver. I have one and I absolutely love it so much. And I love the big long corsage pins. They're like I think they're 2 inches or 2.5 inches long to pin your pieces on. Those help a lot. Okay. She also has like a crochet technique and stitches. So she does go through and walk you through the different stitches that you have to do with visuals. That goes on for 4 pages, and then she switches to how to change colors, how to do patches like patchwork, how to do the invisible color change. Here's the cute little zebra with the stripes. She shows you the difference in stuffing and also sewing your pieces together. She has a Amigurumi tips and tricks page, which tells you different things like closing and opening, all that good stuff. It just keeps going. Look at that little donkey in the corner. So cute. So cute. I love the photography in these books. Like I love the patterns, but the photography and like just the way that a book is set up is always my favorite part. She shows you how to make like the ears and stuff like that. Surface crochet, different eye options. She talks about that, like using felt eyes, safety eyes, embroidered eyes. She does show you how she embroiders eyes 2 different ways: a sleepy eye and then a opened eye. She shows you how to indent the eyes, like if you want to indent the face. How to make eyebrows and eyelashes, I think. Is that eyelashes? Yes, eyelashes and eyebrows. How to do different cheek, like blush, like, with the yarn, under the eyes. Then she has a before you start page, which shows you that these it says the book is written in U.S. crochet terminology. It shows you the abbreviations and what they mean. So like BLO means back loop only. It tells you how to read the pattern, work the pattern, skill level. She has each pattern has like a skill level on it. There's often QR codes, which I thought was really awesome. I haven't looked at any of the videos that she provides, but she does have QR codes that you can scan and watch a video that are specific to this book. So I'm going to try real hard not to show that because I think that you can only watch them if you have this book, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. So number 2 is the basic patterns. So in case you're not familiar, you get a few different body styles and one head pattern in this. So you have a basic head pattern and it's on one side and then the other side looks like this. So it's showing you how all those different animals use that same head. Okay, so you will always refer, when you're working this book, you will always refer back to the beginning, to the head and the basic body patterns. And then in each individual pattern, it will tell you, like, it'll break it down further. Like, it'll have, like, the ears or, you know, a horn or whatever that you need to make that particular animal. So number 1, our body style number 1 is called Standing Pose 1, and it is considered a number 2. So she has her patterns broke up in 1, 2, and 3, 1 being the easiest and 3 being the hardest. So this is number 2, and that is what number 2's body looks like. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of a foot shaping in it. I think there might be a little bit more shaping to the body as well. But the bear pattern is the same. And there's pictures all throughout. Like, she did a really good job on providing pictures for beginners. Body number 2 is called Standing Pose 2. And it is also a number 2 on the heart scale. And it looks like this. So as you can tell, the legs are just straight. There's no feet. I mean, it's just more basic. And she shows you in here like how to join the legs and all that stuff too. Body number 3 is Sitting Pose 1, and it is considered a number 1. So this is one. This one is more easy to do, and that is what it looks like. So you would sew. I think you sew your legs onto the bottom of the body, maybe. Yeah. Onto the bottom of the body to where that it sits. And then you have body number 4, which is Sitting Pose 2, and it is a skill level 1 as well. And I'm going to have a really hard time showing you this because it's right in the crease of the book. So there is body number 2, and the legs are sewed on the sides of the body. That one. And then you also have one more body pattern, and it is body number 5, or the sleeping pose. And it is the hardest body in the pattern, or in this book, according to her scale. Hopefully you can see that. So the legs are sewed kind of to the side, arms are sewed up, the head is tilted to the side to where that it looks like it's sleeping. The white really is blowing out on my new camera, so hopefully it's looking pretty good for you all. So the next page is the beginnings of the patterns. So this is, like I said earlier, broke up into sections, and this section is called At the Zoo, and it gives you an overview of some of the patterns that are in this section. The first pattern in the section is called Pamela the Panda. And she is considered a number 2 on the heart scale. So she is in the middle as far as difficulty goes. And in the actual pattern, it tells you like how to, like what colors you need to use for the bodies. It also tells you how to do like eye patches, how to do ears, you know, all that stuff. And it shows, there's like a picture right here, if I can show it, of what pieces need to be assembled, which I think is cute how she did that. And then it goes on to explain how to put it together for each body that you have. So there's like pictures showing you how to like sew on or like embroider things and stuff like that. But then there's also like, you know, like sew the head to body number 1. You know what I mean? Like it breaks it down into each body that you could have picked. And it's like that for every single pattern in here. So the next pattern is Kyle the Koala. I really like him a lot. I like how she used like fur yarn in the ears and on the chest, because that is something that I have tried in the past and I really enjoy doing that with, you know, animals like that have like more of a fur texture or like a fur accent. Is like I would use fur yarn for that. Again, well, she doesn't break this one down more with pictures, I guess because it's like, I think if she does it to one pattern, like she shows you a certain thing in one pattern, then she just tells you to refer back to that pattern. Because when I did one of the patterns out of this book, which I'll show you when I get to it, I do remember like for the embroidery on the nose, it told me to refer to that specific pattern to figure out how to embroider the nose. Leopold the lion is next, and he is considered a number 3. And in this pattern, he is, or the one that she's showing here, he is in the sleeping pose. But you can choose to do any pose that you want to with any of these animals. And that is what's fun about this. And it definitely was this one that she told me to refer to in that pattern that I did. Because in this pattern, it actually shows you how to embroider the muzzle, or like the nose for the muzzle. And it shows you how to do like the loop stitch in that one as well. The next one is Romaine the rhino, and he is considered a level 1. And again, she has pictures of how to do the ears, the horn, or, you know, the horn on the nose part. I think her instructions are very straightforward. Like, I feel like she really broke it down for you. And for, like I said, if there's not detailed pictures for each individual pattern, it is in there somewhere, and she does refer you to that. So I think that is a great way to put together a book to where it's not like every single page, you know, because all these use similar bodies. The next one is also a level 1, and it is Grace the giraffe. And I really like her. I like how that she has the color changing. It's not spots sewed on, it's actually in the body. There's another really cute picture, but I don't know if I can show it to you. So there's that one. Shows you how to embroider the top of the head. The next one is a number 3 pattern, and I think maybe it's because it's fuzzy all over. And it is, I cannot say his name, but he is a gorilla. And he is considered, like I said, a number 3. And I'm not sure how she gets that. I don't know if she's brushing him out. Yes, she brushes the yarn with a metal brush to make it fuzzy. And I have done that before on Amigurumi. And it actually does give a really neat look to your... I made a cat and made it fuzzy one time. Long time ago, before YouTube. The next one is Zachary the zebra. And it is a number 3. And I like the zebra. You know, I've never made a zebra. I think I say that every time I see a zebra pattern. I need to make one day. Maybe this one. I like how she did the hair. Here's another picture of him. You see how she has like a row of black and then a row of white? I really like that. And then that was the end of that section. And I think there was a total of 7 patterns in that one. The next section has 4 patterns, and it is called Woodland Friends. And there are a couple of them right there. I love that little fox. I think it's so cute. So adorable. The first pattern is a number 2 on the scale, and it is William the Wolf. And it is in the sleeping pose. I do love that little sleeping pose. I would like to try that eventually. I like that one. And then the next one is Flora the Fox, and she is considered a number 2 on the scale, and I think she is so adorable. I just love her. I love her sweet face. And it looks like some of these patterns she uses safety noses, safety eyes, but you can always embroider your nose. You don't have to use that unless you want to. The next one is Marty the Moose, and he is a number 3. So he's more difficult, but I would say that it's because of these horns or antlers or whatever. Super cute. I really like him. I don't know if I've ever made a moose. I think I have made a moose. And then the next one is Ben the Bear, and I actually made him. He doesn't look the same because I chose a different body style than what he is pictured on here, but he is a number 1 on the scale, and I have to agree with that. He was super easy. Like I said, I did choose the more simple body style. I think I used body style number 2, body style standing number 2, and here he is. And I did choose to embroider the eyes instead of using safety eyes because this is going to a baby, and I did change the pattern just a little bit. Because it's very easy to make the head and the body one piece, because you do have to sew the head on all of these animals. But on this particular body style, it was very easy to do. But I really do love him. For some reason, her muzzle looks a little more rounded than it actually is. But it's more rectangle, which is different. Or maybe it's just the way that I sewed it. Maybe I need to like squish it together. I don't know. But anyway, there's the one that I made. But he was fun to make, and he worked up really quick because these are small. Like this is a DK weight yarn. So he would be a little bit bigger and worsted weight, but he would still be very small pattern. Like it's not going to be like huge. And I really like the size of these. Okay, and that's the last one in that section. And the next section is called On the Farm. And here are some of them in here. Super cute. So you get 5 patterns in this section. And the first one is Clara the Cow. And I just think she is adorable. She is a number 1 on the scale, which I feel like maybe with this color changing and stuff, maybe she should have been a number 2, but I don't know. I really do like her a lot. I think she's adorable. It's cute. She's got it showing. I don't know if I can show you this or not. Don't have no arms and legs. That's what it looks like on the sleeping body. And then the next one is Hugo the Horse, and he is considered a number 2. And this is what he looks like. Super cute. Lots of pictures in the majority of these. Every pattern has some pictures, but some of them have more than others. Like I said earlier, depending on the technique that you're using, she does provide more pictures. The next one is Greta the Goat, and she is considered a number 1 as well. So there's that one. And then the next one is Damien the Donkey, and he is considered a number 2. Super cute. And I love how in each she's showing you the different body styles as we go through too. The next one is in level 1, and it's called Bianca the Bunny. So this is the body style that I did. So it's very easy to do, very easy. Okay, and that's the end of that section. You get 4 patterns in this one, and it is called Out of This World. And there are a few of them. So some of them are fantasy, and then you get some different kinds of dinosaurs. And the first one is Dahlia the dinosaur, and she is a level 1. And I really like the dinosaurs in this book. I think that they are really cute. They're simple enough to where that they wouldn't be super time consuming, but I think that they would be fun to work up. I love a good detailed pattern, but give me a good simple pattern any day. Like, I love simple patterns because the yarns that you choose, the way that you can add your own spin to them can make them even better. The next one is Tristan the Triceratops, and it is a level 3. And I would say that it's because of this, because the rest of it doesn't really look that hard. But I do like it a lot. There is a lot of sewing involved in some of these patterns, but it's not like anything to be scared of, I don't think. The next one is Darius the Dragon, and he is also a number 3. But if you see right there, he does have like spikes running down his back and wings, so I think that's why he's considered a number 3. And I'm not sure, I think that's surface crochet, so that's fun. You're not crocheting separate pieces, you're actually crocheting onto your piece after it's done to make those spikes, and I really like that a lot because I'm all about saving time on patterns. And who wants to make a million little spikes? There's a lot of pictures in this one. She really goes into detail with this one. The next one is Uma the unicorn, and she is a level 1, and she is adorable. I really like the colors that she chose too. For that green with the pink is just so pretty. I really like that one. And she's a number 1, in case I forgot to say. It shows you how to put all those curlicues on the head and all that. So she does have a few step-by-step pictures in that one. And then that is the end of the patterns in this book. The next section is called Be Creative. And I'll just read this little, I'll show you this real quick. So there is the different sizes in the, like with the plush yarn and the worsted weight yarn that she used, and the different size of animals. Like if you use a different yarn or a different hook size, you're going to get a bigger or smaller animal. So for this section, because each section has a little like blurb on it, it says, for the projects in this book, I have provided complete instructions so you can make the same adorable animals, perhaps with variations. After you have a few of those under your belt, you're ready to try your hand at designing your own crochet critters from scratch. In this chapter, I'll walk you through my design process, show you how to create basic shapes to use as the foundation for original designs, stitch fun, accessories, and more. So, like I said, she gives you the tools that you need to take those basic patterns and those things that she provided you with, and create your own animals, which I think is so much fun. And I don't want to show a lot of this because I feel like that it's specific to this book, and I don't want to give anything away because I really do appreciate all this information that she put in. So this page right here, even though I'm not going to show it, does show her design process. So it shows how she sketches it out, which I think is so fun. And then she has like different explaining her process basically. The next one has actual patterns. So it gives you patterns for like basic shapes. So it gives you a pattern for a ball, for an oval, for a short ball, for starting shapes. And that really is like awesome because she gives you these building blocks that you can put together and create your own. Because we all know that 90% of patterns, people may tweak them, change the wording, do things a little different, but the building blocks of all amigurumi are basically the same. you know? So you can take a basic shape and just make just about anything with it by just adding extra pieces on. So I really appreciated that. And now the next section is called Accessorize. And she gives you the patterns for headbands and flowers, which I think, let me make sure there ain't no patterns on here, which I think is super fun. It's like you get the headband for that little fox there, the little flower for the cow. She also gives you a rose pattern and the little neck trim scarf thing that the bunny had on it that I showed you earlier. And she also shows you how to make a little tutu, which is adorable. Let's see if I can show you. Look how cute that is. I love that. And then she took like multiples of those flowers for the head. She also gives you a pattern for overalls. I'm not sure if I can show you. So there is some little overalls that she gives you. They're so cute. Oh, I just love that. And she also shows you or talks to you about making a curtain hugger, you know, by extending the arms, making a baby rattle. So there's that. Like, I really think that she put a lot of time and effort into this book, and I'm so happy to have it. Okay, so now the last page is an acknowledgement page, and it says about the author, and there she is right there with all of her plushies. Look, my finger's in the way. So there she is, the author of the book, all from Jade. And there's also an index page, and it's very long. Like, it's from A to Z. Really breaks it down. And I mean, that's just one page of it. There's the other. And then you have the back of the book. So she does have QR codes for how to do every single stitch. So that is pretty awesome. And I'm going to have to really pay attention when I edit this to make sure that I did not show any of those, because they are, I think they're specific to the book. But like I said, she really went above and beyond to make this a beginner friendly book. So like anybody that hasn't crocheted before could probably pick this up, follow those videos for how to do your stitches, and then get started. That's awesome. I didn't realize that until I did this video with you all, and that's why I love doing these. So that is my look inside for Amigurumi Friends. I hope that you enjoyed it. You know, hopefully I inspired some of you all to get this book, and if not, definitely add it to your wish list, because I really do think that this is a great book to have in your library. So until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye!